Hello, friends, and welcome back to Tulip, the first book in the Secret of Earth series, Chapter 14. Tulip practiced going in and out of her new form during their travel. They were so close to the ocean, Tulip could feel it. Even smell it in the animal form. Her senses increased as a dog, but she still had those senses as grass. She felt better knowing she was done with her journey. Now it was time to go home. But even though she knew she was done looking for forms, Tulip felt that there was still something missing. It was deep within and a fuzzy feeling, but she knew it was there. It was as if she was ready to do something she couldn't have done without all her forms. As the sun set that day, Tulip felt free. She was no longer looking for anything, but she felt hungry. It was pulling her to the ocean. She didn't know why, but that is just where she was being pulled. Nola was watching Tulip as the sunset pulled her rose fingers to the earth as she had done for years since the start of time. She looked beautiful, he thought. Was it fate that brought us together? Were we meant to be? These were thoughts that circled him, becoming a pit of curiosity. As Noah swirled in his pit, Miley and another dog, Cheerily, came up to him. "Good afternoon, Noah. Or should I say, Mr. Alpha?" Miley said happily. "Hello, Miley." Cheery. "What's wrong?" Noah said, snapping out of his pit. "Nothing's wrong. We just couldn't help but notice you were staring at Tulip. Do you like her?" Of course I do. I like her as a friend." "Are you sure it's just as a friend?" Cheerily snickered. Yeah, just a friend. And only a friend." Noah was glad his fur hid his blushing. "Too bad. You two would be a cute couple," Miley giggled. Couple? Couple? How on earth can we be a couple? It goes against every law of nature." While Noah was lecturing Miley and Cheerily, Noah's father pawed over to Tulip. She was watching the sun go by, back into the earth, trying not to pay him any attention. But she could sense his aura, knowing he was Noah's father. "It's beautiful, isn't it?" he said. "Yeah, I haven't paid much attention to the sunsets as when I was first created." "You weren't born with parents?" "Parents? No. I woke in a prison cell. Let's see. It's 1936 now. It was 420 BC, so I'd say I've been alone for 2,356 years. So over 2 millennia old. How nice. Really, you don't look it. I feel more like 14, maybe 16. Huh. You're too old for my son, yet you're old enough? Confusing. Yes. Wait, what do you mean by that? For my son? I've seen the way he looks at you. He really likes you." "Really? Huh." Tulip smiled. Noah likes me, she thought. This might be the start of something wonderful. The next day they had reached the shore. Tulip was frantic. She turned into air and flew all over the place, gathering wood and growing vines to make a boat. It was a hard process for humans, but Tulip had seen boats on her swim to France. She understood the factors into making a good boat. Tulip was also good at math. She was able to quickly calculate the boat's needed size and how much it needed to be reinforced to hold all 100 of the pack members. She zipped here and there, spinning around, intertwining vines and branches, growing a thin tree to the deck to make a sail. She finished the boat quickly. It was a breeze. She had asked the hunter of the group to collect food for the trip across the sea before she started. She was done before they had returned, so they were ready to go. Noah was on deck of their newly finished boat. The world astounded him. He had never seen the ocean, or ever been to the ocean. He had never seen a boat. He had never met someone like Tulip. Noah frowned. Tulip was always on his mind. He just couldn't help thinking about her. He couldn't help but compliment Tulip about everything. He just couldn't be rude to her. Noah had never had a bad thought about Tulip. Tulip was in the air gathering wind to blow the boat towards home. Yet she was distracted. Noah was on her mind, as she was on his. She felt at home when she was around him, but she knew she had to keep going, even if it meant leaving him behind. And yet, she didn't want to leave him behind. Tulip didn't have the heart. She had no idea why she felt this way towards him. Did he feel the same? Did he get this fuzzy feeling inside him as in her? Tulip didn't know, but didn't want to stop thinking about Noah. Noah's father watched the distracted Tulip fly. He noticed she was flying in a disordered manner, almost as if something was on her mind. He sighed. He liked Tulip. She was kind and thoughtful. She would be perfect for Noah, but if only Noah would just say something to her. Between the three of them, no one could say what was on their mind. It was hard to understand why, though. It was a simple matter, but as simple as it was also a complicated matter. Tulip is an outrageous being. She's easy to figure out, but there is still so much Noah just can't figure out. The question that is always on his mind is, why him? Why did she save him? Tulip had thought the same question. Why did she choose to save him? It was one of the 100 thoughts on her mind. Mother would know the answer, but she wasn't going to help. She believed Tulip needed to figure things out on her own. This is the end of chapter 14. Sorry for the alarm disturbance. I started recording earlier than I normally do. And if you haven't caught on, I'm a slightly sick. But I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If so, please be sure to smack that like button upside the head and let's try to reach our goal of 2 likes. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Until then, I'm Fate Tales. I hope to see you all again in the next episode. Bye, guys.